Hi, I'm Marie. We're just going to be doing a oral mechanism exam, and that's just done to check the functional and structural adequacy of your speech mechanism in your face. So if you could just look at me, I'm just going to check the symmetry of your face. Okay, good. And if you could open your mouth for me, thank you, and close it slowly. And I'm going to touch your face and open it again. And close slowly. Good job. Thank you. I don't hear any cracking or popping. Now open your mouth one more time and move your jaw from side to side. All right. Thank you. And we're going to move on to the next portion. Can you smile for me? And I'm just going to check your teeth with the tongue depressor. This side looks like you have a normal bite. Smells good. Good retraction of the lips. Now can you pucker for me? Ooh, and retract again. E. Do it faster. Ooh, e, ooh, e, ooh, e. Good job. Great range of motion for the lips. Now, if you can pucker your lips one more time, I'm going to push this tongue depressor against your lips, and I just want you to resist. So pucker your lips. I'm going to push the tongue depressor against your lips. Resist, resist, resist. Good job. All right. Good resistance of the lips. And fill your cheeks with air, like this. And I'm just going to feel to see if there's any air coming out of your nose. Good job. And fill that one more time, and slowly release the air. Good job. Now open your mouth for me. I'm just going to check the color of your tongue and the size and stick your tongue out. Good job. Now stick your tongue tip up, out, out. Stick your out and up and down to the side, to the other side. Good job. And stick your tongue out for me one more time. I'm going to use the tongue depressor, and I want you to resist the side that I'm putting the tongue depressor on. Okay? To the right, looks good. To the left, good resistance. And lift your tongue up. I just want to take a look at your frenum. Good job. And stick your tongue out one more time. I'm going to use the tongue depressor to push against your tongue, and I want you to resist. Good job. And when you brush your teeth, if your toothbrush goes a little too far back, do you typically have a gag reflex?
Usually doesn't happen.
Okay, but would you say that you have a normal gag reflex? Let me go ahead. Open your mouth. Let me just stick this back a little bit. All right, you seem to be in good shape with the gag reflex. All right, open your mouth one more time and go, and I just need to say, I'm going to use the tongue depressor to hold your tongue down. All right, looks like your uvula is moving well, no deviations there. Your pharynx and hard palate and soft palate look good. Your ridges at the top of your mouth are looking good. I don't hear any hyper or hypo nasality. I think you're good. So this concludes this portion of the...
All right, this is Lindsay Frazier administering a portion of the GFTA on our client. All right, and what is this picture of right here?
A house.
And what is this picture of?
A tree.
And what is this picture of right here?
A window.
Thank you. All right, what is this a picture of right here?
Or the entire thing?
Sure.
Sure. It would be a phone.
Perfect. And what's the long version of what we call a phone?
Telephone.
Thank you. All right, and what is this right here?
Cup.
And what is this one?
Knife.
And this is not a boy. She is a,
Girl.
thank you. And what is this?
A ball.
Thank you. All right, what is this right here?
Oh. Wagon.
Yes, thank you. And this right here is a,
Shovel.
thank you. And what is this right here?
A monkey.
Perfect. And what is the monkey holding?
A banana.
Thank you. And what do you call this right here?
A zipper.
Thank you. And what are these?
Scissors.
Thank you. And what is this?
A duckling.
And what does it make? What sound does it make?
Quack.
And what color is it?
Yellow.
And what is this right here?
A vacuum.
Thank you. And what is this?
A watch.
Megan Carter, and I'm administering the second portion of the Goldman Frisco. Can you tell me what do you call this?
Plane.
Good. If a young, yes. What is this girl doing?
Swimming freestyle.
Good. What are these?
Watches.
Great. What is this?
A lamp.
Perfect. What is this?
A car.
Good. And what color is it?
It's blue.
Good. Great. What is this?
It's a rabbit.
What is this?
No, it's a carrot.
What color is it?
It's orange.
What is the boy doing?
Fishing.
What is this?
A fishing rod or a fish wire. Fishing pole.
Great. What do you call this?
A chair.
Perfect. This fell off the bird. What do you call it?
Feather.
What are these?
Pencils.
Tell me which one is bigger, this one or this one?
The bottom one.
Can you say this one or this one?
This one.
Perfect. What is this?
A bathtub.
Yes, but what is the long name for it? Yes, but what is... When he gets dirty, he takes a...
Bath.
Perfect.
All right, this is Bree Carnes administering the last portion of the Goldman Frisco test of articulation. Can you tell me what this is?
Diamond ring.
A ring, good job. And what is the ring on?
Oh,
Her,
of her finger.
yes, good job. And what is this?
The thumb.
Thumb, good job. What is the horse doing?
Jumping over a fence.
Good job, jumping. What is he wearing to bed?
Pajamas.
Pajamas, good job. And what are these?
Flowers.
Flowers, good job. What is this?
A brush.
A brush, very good. And this?
A drum.
Drum. And what do you call this?
A frog.
A frog. What color is the frog?
It's green.
It is green. Got it. What do you call this?
A clown.
A clown. And what is he holding?
Balloons.
Balloons. What is he doing?
Tearing up. Crying.
Crying. Good job. And what are these?
Pair of eyeglasses.
Good job. What is this?
A slide.
Slide. What are these?
Stars.
Stars. How many of them are there?
5.
5. Good job. Thank you. That's the end of this portion. So we're going to do the self. And here is a picture of people in a library. I will use the word book in a sentence to talk about this picture. The girl is reading a book, or I could say a book is on the table. Here is another picture. Now you can make a sentence about this picture using the word reading. Remember, you must make your sentence about something in the picture and you must use the word reading. Look at the picture to help you think of what to say.
Yeah. The father is reading the newspaper.
Very good. Here's another picture. Now you make a sentence about this picture using the word first. You must make your sentence about something in the picture and you must use the word first. Look at the picture to help you think of what to say. Go.
The girl got up from the lunch table first.
Good job. All right. Now make a sentence about this picture using the word she.
She is currently waiting to brush her teeth behind another person washing their hands.
Good job. Ready?
And we're still nervous.
All right, so I'd like for you to make a sentence using the word before about the picture.
The father is standing before the woman in the sweater in the checkout line.
Good job. And using this picture, can you use the word because?
The cars are currently stopped because the officer is directing traffic.
Good job. Can you use the word instead?
The boy is requesting a book about dinosaurs instead of the offered one on robots.
Good job. Can you use the word until?
The woman is looking at bicycles because she
Good job. Can you use the word although, until, although, excuse me, use the word although.
Although the man has broken his arm, he can still ride around on a skateboard.
Good job. How about unless?
The boy cannot play with his friends unless he finishes his homework first.
Good job. Can you use if and then?
If the bus driver sees her running to the bus, then he will stop and let her get on.
Good job. How about and because?
The woman and her children are waiting because the construction worker is directing traffic.
Good job. Though and even.
The woman is still deliberating on which shirt to purchase, even though her friend is giving her advice.
Good job. Or and.
The mother is watching both of her children, and they are deciding whether to go to the lion exhibit or the elephant exhibit.
Before, otherwise.
They need to make their purchase before they run out of time, otherwise they need to leave.
Good job. And last one, after and until.
The boy in the white is waiting until after his friend finishes talking to respond.
To say a sentence. I want you to listen carefully and repeat what I say. Let's try, my sister is in 6th grade.
My sister is in 6th grade.
Thank you. Listen to another sentence and say exactly what I say. Does Mr. Gomez teach reading?
Does Mr. Gomez teach reading?
Great, thank you. Now let's try some more. Remember to listen carefully and say exactly what I say because I can only say it one time. The student who won the award at the art show was very excited.
The student who won the award at the art show was very excited.
Thank you. The class that sells the most tickets to the dance will win a prize.
The class that sells the most tickets to the dance will win a prize.
Thank you. After the students had finished the book, the teacher asked them to write a report.
After the students had finished the book, the teacher asked them to write a report.
Great, thanks. If we had gone straight home after the game, we would have missed our curfew.
If we had gone straight home after the game, we would have missed our curfew.
When the students finished studying, they decided to get something to eat before going home.
When the students had finished studying, they decided to get something to eat before they went home.
Great, thank you. Coach gave the trophy to the team that won the track meet on Saturday.
Coach gave the trophy to the team that won the track meet on Saturday.
Thank you. The students collected and repaired the toys and sold them at the fair.
The students collected and repaired the toys and sold them at the fair.
Thank you. Before they walked across the stage for graduation, the students lined up in alphabetical order.
Before they walked across the stage for graduation, the students lined up in alphabetical order.
Thank you. Before the students were dismissed for lunch, they were told by the teacher to turn in their assignments.
Before the students were dismissed for lunch, they were told by the teacher to turn in their assignments.
Thank you. The math teacher sorted, labeled, boxed, and delivered the calculators.
The math teacher sorted, labeled, and boxed the calculators. To the box.
Okay, thank you. In some countries, the minimum age for obtaining a driver's license is 18 years, considerably older than in this country.
In some countries, the age for obtaining a driver's license is 18 years, considerably older than this country.
Perfect, thank you.
Listen carefully to what I'm going to read to you. Afterward, I will ask you some questions about what I read. After 3 months of renovations, Galaxy Movies is reopening this weekend with a total of 16 theaters. The 2 original theaters have 500 seats each, and the others can each seat 250. If you buy tickets in advance, you can get free popcorn and a free drink to celebrate the reopening. Before the first movies start, there will be a prize drawing in the lobby for free movie tickets for a year. What was this announcement about?
The reopening of Galaxy Movie Theater.
What do you get if you buy a ticket in advance?
Free popcorn and a drink.
Good. What will happen before the movie starts?
A raffle drawing for free movie tickets for a year.
Why was Galaxy Movies closed for 3 months?
They were opening up new locations.
Why do you think the owners decided to remodel the theater?
To allow for more seating.
Okay. What 2 things could happen if you didn't buy your ticket in advance?
You wouldn't get free items or be eligible for the drawing.
Okay, good. Now we're going to start on the next paragraph. The Atlantic hurricane season is considered to be June the 1st to November the 30th. These severe storms rotate in a counterclockwise direction around a calm, low-pressure center called the eye and travel westward across the ocean. A hurricane starts as a low-pressure zone, builds into a tropical depression, and then becomes a tropical storm. Hurricanes have wind speeds from 74 miles per hour to greater than 155 miles per hour. Weather forecasters watch a hurricane's progression over time and predict its path. If a hurricane heads for a populated area, then weather forecasters can warn people to evacuate. Before a hurricane becomes strong enough to be called a tropical storm, how is it described?
Depression.
What is an example of a populated area as the term is used in this story?
Metropolitan area.
What do you think would happen if weather forecasters did not predict the path of a hurricane?
People would not know when to evacuate or where to evacuate.
Good. Why would a spring vacation not likely be affected by an Atlantic hurricane?
The hurricane season occurs between June and October. Spring is before then.
When is the busy season for a hurricane forecaster?
June to October
Okay.
21st.
Okay. Now I'm going to read another paragraph. The dance committee met on Monday with 2 members absent. Shannon had been sick with the flu since last week and could not attend. The meeting just slipped Billy's mind and he went to a friend's house after school to play ball. At dinner, Billy's father told him that the chairman had called to see why Billy hadn't attended the meeting and to remind him about the posters. After dinner, Billy went to his room and looked at the stack of half-finished posters. He remembered that he and Shannon were responsible for the posters. The 2 of them were responsible for putting up the posters Tuesday morning. He couldn't figure out what to do, so he said, "Dad, can I call you about something?" Now I'm going to ask you another question. Why did Billy need his dad's help?
Because he had no idea what to do with the posters.
Good. Name 2 students who missed the committee meeting.
Shannon and Bill.
Mm-hmm. What did Billy do before dinner?
He was at a friend's house.
Good. What might happen if Billy's father doesn't help Billy with the posters?
Posters won't be completed, and the dance committee will not have them in the school at the appropriate time.
Good. Okay, I'm going to read another paragraph. The Delmar High School Centennial was nominated for another School News Award yesterday. The winning story will be announced after all nominated stories are reviewed by the judges. The Centennial was nominated for the award for its investigation of school cafeterias. The student journalists uncovered an illegal operation in which the suppliers charged full price, but only delivered half the meat and the produce that was supposed to be delivered. The state school board has issued a statement commending the Centennial's journalists for sniffing out the truth and wished them and the journalists from other schools good luck in the state competition. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you some more questions. Why would Delmar High School students think this was an important paragraph to read?
Because it sheds light on recent news that happened in the school cafeteria.
Mm-hmm. When will the winning story be announced?
After judges reviewed all nominations.
Good. What did the school journalists do?
They reported the story. They sniffed out an incident.
Mm-hmm. What 2 things did the state school board mention in their statement?
They commended the Centennial for sniffing out the report and wished them best of luck in the competition.
Perfect. What might have happened if the students had not written their story about the cafeteria?
The incident may have never been discovered, and they would continue to be scammed.
Great. Okay, I'm going to read one last paragraph. Jason really needed to earn some extra money. He had a regular job emptying the trash and sweeping the floors in the building where his dad worked, but that was only twice a week. He got paid to tutor his neighbor's son, who was in summer school, but Mark only needed help occasionally, and Jason didn't get paid very much. Before he started working at his dad's building, Jason had checked the nearby stores and restaurants and knew that they weren't hiring new employees. Jason knew that he needed to be creative if he was going to have enough money before school started again. That morning, he saw the newspaper on the table with a big circle around an ad in the help wanted section. Aha, Jason thought. Maybe I won't have to walk to school this year after all. Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions. Why would working hard but hardly working be a good title for this paragraph?
Jason is currently working, but has a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. Who is Mark?
A child in summer school, his neighbor in summer school.
Yeah. Before working in his dad's building, what had Jason done about getting a job?
He had asked stores and restaurants nearby.
Good. Why wasn't Jason satisfied with the tutoring job?
It was only occasionally and paid very little.
Great. Why do you think the help wanted ad was left on the kitchen table?
It was his father helping him find a job.
Mm-hmm. Why is Jason eager to earn money before school starts again?
He doesn't want to walk to school, so he's probably buying a car or something.
Good. And that ends this portion.
This is Lindsay doing the semantic relationships portion. All right, I'm going to read you some problems to figure out. Each problem has 2 correct answers. Let's do one and see if you can tell me the 2 correct answers. A man is bigger than a house, button, spoon, plane.
Spoon. Button.
Thank you. Now listen carefully to the problem again. 2 of the choices are correct. Remember, you must tell me the 2 answers that are correct. Jan saw Pedro. Dwayne saw Francis. Who was seen? Jan, Dwayne, Pedro, Francis.
Pedro and Francis.
Perfect, thank you. All right, here's some more. In the alphabet, G comes A, between L and Z, B, after C, C, before M, or D, between A and E.
After C, before M.
Great, thank you. In any months, the 17th comes between the 11th and the 16th, before the 16th, between the 13th and the 19th, after the 11th.
Between the 13th and 19th,
Thank you.
after the 11th.
Great, thanks. The teacher said, more in the class got C's than A's, but most people got B's. There were more C's than A's, more A's than B's, more B's than C's, 6 C's.
More C's than A's, more B's than C's.
Thank you. Dan is taller than Jeff, and Lee is taller than both of them. Dan is taller than Lee, shorter than Lee, the tallest, not the shortest.
Shorter than Lee and not the shortest.
Thank you. Wanda saw Joe, but not Richard or Sandy. They saw her, though. Who was seen? Wanda?
And Joe.
Ricardo, Sandy, or Joe?
Wanda and Joe.
Great, thank you. The dog sat under the table next to the cat. The food was in a dish on the table. The food was next to the dog, above the cat, under the table, on the table.
Above the dog, above the cat, on the table.
Thank you. The librarian said the library has fewer books on history than on science, but it has the most books on art. There are more books on science than art, fewer books on history than art, the most books on science, more books on art than science.
Fewer books on history than art. And more books on art than science.
Thank you. The pencil was in a box. The box was in a bag next to the locker. The pencil was in the locker, in the bag, next to the locker, besides the box.
In the bag, next to the locker.
Thank you. The chart lists the countries in alphabetical order. Norway comes between South Africa and Taiwan, after Turkey, before South Africa, after Italy.
Before South Africa, after Turkey.
Thank you. Jeff said math is first, followed by science, and then lunch. Math is after science, before lunch, between science and lunch, first.
First, before lunch.
Thank you. It is exactly 3:15, after 3:25, before 3:35, the same as 3:45.
Exactly 3:15, before 3:35.
Thank you. Carlos chose Lewis and Dan Carlos chose Lewis and Dan was chosen by James. Who was chosen? Carlos, Lewis, James, Dan.
Lewis and Dan.
Thank you. Marie is first in line with Angie and Ken standing behind her. Louis squeezed between Angie and Ken. Louis is third in line, second in line, after Marie, before Marie.
Third in line after Marie.
Thank you. If a person lived for exactly a quarter of a century, he is 50 years old, younger than 40 years old, older than 30 years old, at least 20 years old.
Younger than 40, at least 20.
Thank you. Joe likes to feed the dog after taking it for a walk. Bill prefers the reverse. When does the dog get fed? Joe feeds the dog and then takes it for a walk. Joe walks the dog and then feeds it. Bill feeds the dog and then takes it for a walk. Bill walks the dog and then feeds it.
Joe walks the dog, then feeds it. Bill feeds, then walks.
Thank you. Samira cooks dinner Monday through Thursday, and Raj washes the dishes. Samira and Raj switch duties the other days of the week. What will Raj do during the week? Cook dinner on Friday, cook dinner on Wednesday, wash dishes on Monday, wash dishes on Saturday.
Cook dinner on Friday. Watch dishes on Saturday.
Thank you. Joe was born in June, AJ in August, and Frank in February. Each year, Joe's birthday comes between Frank and AJ's birthdays. AJ's birthday comes between Joe's and Frank's birthdays. Frank's birthday comes before Joe's and AJ's birthdays. Joe's birthday comes after Frank and AJ's birthdays.
Joe's birthday comes between Frank's and AJ's. Frank's birthday comes after Joe's and AJ's.
All right, thank you. That's it.